The real reason why people are afraid of getting locked up is because they hate being bored. That's the real reason why people are afraid of going to jail. Because when you're in jail, you do the same things over and over again, and that is boring. But when you look at how we live our lives these days, you actually realize that we do the same things over and over again. And that is why our lives are boring. And on top of that, there are no surprises in this life. We already know how life is. We already know what to expect. You don't wake up in the morning and look up and be like, why is the sky yellow today? You already know that the sky is going to be blue. You never wake up and be like, where's the sun? No, the sun is always going to be up there. You never wake up and be like, where is everyone? Why am I the only person on this planet? What's going on? There's nothing new. There's nothing interesting. That is why life is boring. Unlike when you are dreaming, the reason why dreams are not boring is because you experience new things all the time. Things that you don't even expect. When you are dreaming, nothing is really predictable. Nothing is really predictable. But in this life, everything is predictable. When you wake up in the morning and go to work, you already know how your day is going to be. You already know what your boss is going to say, what your friend at work is going to say, what time you're going to have your lunch. That's boring. Life is too predictable once you become an adult. And that is really boring. And what's crazy is that the world that we live in actually demands people to do the same things every day. It doesn't really allow people to be creative, to try and find new ways to live their lives. It actually demands them to do the same things over and over again. It demands them to work. It demands them to go to school. You can't just do what you actually love doing. You actually have to chase money. And really, when you chase money, you become a slave. And the truth is, no matter how much money you make, you'll still feel bored. That is why you have to keep on chasing money. You can make millions and still feel bored and find yourself wanting to make billions because you're bored. You're never satisfied. It's amazing how the mind can easily adjust to something. You could want something for a very long time, and when you find that thing, the excitement that you feel still won't last. Another thing that I've realized is that the more we do things that this world demands us to do, the more disconnected we become. And the truth is, we actually do need each other. We do need to connect on a much deeper level. It feels like we're losing that. It feels like people are just focusing on making more money than other people, having more things than other people. And when they get to have these things, they end up realizing that they're still bored. So they want more. They never think, okay, let me help my friend. My friend is struggling. Let me help my relative. My relative is struggling. No, they never think that because they still want to achieve more. If they decided to help their relatives, if they decided to help their friends, they will miss out on an opportunity to make more money. They will be losing money that they will need to make more money. So really, things will never be better. People will continue to be bored. People will continue to ask themselves what they are doing here. Because really, if people are just bored, what is the point of having this experience? Is it to be bored? I don't think that will be the point of being here. The point of being here will be to do the things that you actually love doing. But really, we're not doing things that are making us want to keep on going. And we have already done things that made us want to keep on going. And because we've already done these things so many times, we're actually bored of doing these things again. We want to try new things, but this world does not really allow people to try new things. It's like once you are born into this world, you have to become a slave. You have to do what the matrix wants you to do. You have to go to school. You have to have a job. You have to get married. If you try to do things your own way, you will see that the matrix will try to attack you. And there's something that's crazy about this. I mean, think about this. How many people do we attack because they're simply being themselves? Because they want to dress the way that they want to dress. We don't want people to dress the way that they want to dress. If someone decided to wear shoes that people used to wear in the 90s, we're going to laugh at them. We're going to think that they are crazy. If someone decided to go and live alone, we would think that they are crazy. When we meet people who think differently, we think that they are crazy. We want everyone to be the same. We want everyone to conform and to just do the same thing. But the truth is, people are different. People are different. You know, one of the biggest lies that people believe is that they are all the same. No, people are not the same. All right? It's crazy that people are supposed to do the same things. No, they shouldn't be doing the same things. People should be themselves. If we lived in a society that allowed people to be themselves, they will be less bored than they are. Because really, there isn't a lot of things that they can do to avoid boredom. Life is just boring. We've already seen everything now. We've already experienced everything now. We already know what's going to happen. We already know what to expect. That's why people are bored. Thank you.